Well, what's next for you in TNA?
Well, I've become the world beater officially. Like Will said, I needed to be one. This company needed one, and now I am the world beater. So it's just business as usual until I get back that TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
It's so we put a post out, the Kurt Angle Show social media, and we got some fan questions. And I thought, well, let's get to some of those as we watched you beat the living out of each other here in the. So we did get a question, Joe from Bayonne. He said, Josh, what would it mean to you becoming a 3-time TNA World Champion?
Well, for me, it's the first time TNA World Champion because I had the Impact World Championship before.
There you go.
So really, it's just it would mean a lot because I sat on my couch at 15 years old with my wrestling friends, watching this stuff every Wednesday night, just thinking it's impossible. And, winning the Impact World Championship, that gave me a little bit of that satisfaction. But, having that belt with those TNA letters on it, showing it to my boys from high school and watching their reaction to it, that'll just, it'll make the 15-year-old me that much more proud and happy of everything I've gone through and done to get to this point.
And I'm a little bit of a belt mark. I have a few behind me. They did an amazing job with who they work with the championship belts. That World Championship was incredible. Yeah.
I was a huge fan of the original designs, the original TNA, heavyweight championship and the X Division belt and all that stuff. I'm not a huge belt guy. Like I don't collect them and all that stuff. I have friends that do, but I do appreciate when they look really classy and good and stuff like that. And I thought they really found like a happy medium between the original designs and a fresh design.
So it's going to look real sharp around your waist.
Josh, but I stole one of those TNA World Heavyweight titles.
Whoever you stole it from, they don't even own the company anymore, Kurt.
So forgot, man. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's all good.
This was in 2014.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it's going to look sharp around your waist one day, so we can't wait for that. I am BS03 says, talk about a dream match. Alexander versus Angle. Man, that's a WrestleMania type match. How cool would that be to see the two of you get together in a dream match scenario?
That'd be cool, but did you just see this counter to that move?
I did.
Holy shit. That was impressive. Sorry.
I'm
what
sorry.
are you talking about?
No, I'm stuck on trying to find a DeLorean so we can get,
Kurt Angle
2009 shifted into 2024 so we can have this dream match that everybody's talking about.
I'm telling you, man, outside of video games where people can create a character and make that happen, it would be so fun to see the two of you. Again, that is a dream match that a lot of people talk about with your styles and how, again, ankle lock and the inspiration that Kurt's been to you in your career. Kurt, you see how he works now in the ring. We're watching some incredible matches. Can you imagine laying hands on Josh and what you two could do in a ring?
If I got in a ring with him today, I would fall apart piece by piece.
Okay. I'm not talking about now porcelain. I'm talking about 5-10 years ago.
Well, you can always say what if, but when it comes down to is it ain't going to happen, isn't going to happen. So let's not talk.
Come on, let me try to promote
all you're
it.
going to do is get me upset.
Do you still get the itch?
Yeah, of course. And my wife humbles me and says, hey, forget it.
Yeah.
I just did a post on social media, pretend like I was coming out of retirement. And I pretend I was calling Shane McMahon, Shane O'Mac. And my wife says, what are you doing? I said, nothing. Wrong number.
Yep. No,
nice variation. That was great. I don't know if you can see it, Josh. Are you able to watch it, Josh?
Your video? I think I did watch it.
Okay.
Oh, he's watching.
Can watch. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's watching the match with us. Okay. Yeah. He can see it. We have a guy that sent in a tweet, and I don't think it's the guy, but he goes by the name of Shawn Michael, not with an S. It's just Shawn Michael.
Is it with an SHAWN?
It's SHAWN, Shawn Michael.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's just his gimmick name. Any chance we can see Kurt Angle in your corner for any of your matches? What do you say, Kurt? Huh?
You know what? I'd be honored to manage Josh, but they're gonna have to pay me.
I mean, if you're good at something, you never do it for free. So I can totally respect that.
Not in this business, Josh. You can't.
No.
Always remember that, man. Nothing's for free.
There you go. That's good advice from a wily veteran of the business. I've worked with Kurt long enough to understand if the dollars are right, Kurt will be there. That's for sure.
Don't get me wrong, I love it, but you got to really stand up and make sure that you get paid. That's what it's all about.
True. Yeah.
You can love it all you want, but at the end of the day, if you're not getting paid, there's not much to love.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to protect your brand.
Got to provide for your family.
Bingo. The Dark Rattler says you can wrestle anyone from TNA's history. Josh, this is for you. Who would it be and why? You can answer with multiple people. It doesn't have to be just one. So anybody from the TNA lineage, who would it be and why?
Well, I think Kurt goes without saying. But AJ Styles, because to me, he was the face of the early years of TNA.
He was the face when I was there. Yes.
Yeah. And like, I think like the downfall of the company was when they let him go in 14, 15 ish. Right. So
that was when the company kind of went under. Yeah.
Yeah. When I think about TNA, the first name that pops up is AJ Styles. And if people want to, people call me the face of the new generation that we've done over the last 5 years, then I think that would be the marquee match to do. And it'd personally be my dream match for, a 15-year-old kid who was just
he's still wrestling, brother.
Yep. Never say never to that one.
And he's chiseled and looks like he's in the best shape of his life.
He is, man.
He just got that little problem called a WWE contract.
Weenies.
Yeah. He's eating his chicken snacks. Come on, Kurt. You should always keep promoting.
There you
go. Steve Slam says Will Ospreay said he would like to see you at G1 Climax in New Japan. Is this a goal for you this year?
100%. I think the G1 would be the perfect place. Like he told me, he was like, the G1 is the perfect spot for you to highlight yourself. And once you do one tour and do those matches with like highlight singles matches with the likes of Ishii or Shingo and all these other names, it'll just put you on a different like plane of existence in pro wrestling. And I embrace that fully because, a G1 it's hard on your body. It's a grueling, tour that you have to do, but I don't think anything you shouldn't work for. So I'd totally love to go to New Japan to do a G1.
We, Kurt, I saw, and Josh, I'm sure you saw this, but Will Ospreay made some comments about you. He says, first of all, TNA is back. So much respect for Josh Alexander. He had your social media handle there at walking_weapon. He is without a doubt the right guy to have leading the charge. I wouldn't want nothing more to see you than in the G1 this year. So there you go. Thank you all for allowing me to tick off the letters that created me. Man, how cool is that? He included a picture of you and him in the ring, a picture of Kurt and AJ from an old school TNA match, Kurt. I mean, how does that feel to be included in the likes of a Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, Will Ospreay, Josh Alexander? If that's not the cream of the crop, I mean, dude.
It's not humility or anything like that. I honestly never thought any of this was possible. Like I thought my career was over in 2014 when I had my second neck surgery. And this has all been bonus, and it's all been an opportunity for me to right the wrongs and do the things I never did before. And I've been lucky enough to get these opportunities to do the things that I never thought possible. And I keep rising to the occasion, I guess. So it's all just a ride for me.
Josh, just curious, what kind of surgery did you have to your neck?
C4, C5 fusion. And then the second surgery, they had to clean some stuff up because there was some
lapendectomy. The second one?
No.
That's when they clean you out.
Yeah, I guess that's what it was, like the nerve holes that are going out of it. Yeah, that's what they did. And
so you have a fusion in your neck.
Yeah, C4, C5.
Okay, well, at least it's not 2, because I think 2 is when it gets a little chancy, you can't, they tell you might not be able to wrestle anymore.
Yeah. I have a very good mobility for a 1-level fusion. And, for 8 years, knock on wood, it has been like the last thing that's caused me pain. So
there it is, Kurt. 1, 2, 3. Josh pins Will Ospreay right in the middle of the TNA ring.
Alexander wins. All right, hear what Dave Meltzer says about you. I knew this match was going to be great, but I didn't know how great this would be. Don't think we've ever opened a year with so many incredible matches, but out of all of them, this one stood out. What does that mean to you when you hear Dave tweeting about you like that?
It's difficult because as we've highlighted, that 5-star matches are very hard to get. And if it gets a 5-star match, it'll do a lot for my career. There's people out there that, value all those things, above and beyond the actual work that goes inside the ring. And for somebody who's watched wrestling for the last 40 plus years and is a respected person that, rates this stuff, it'll do a great deal for me and stuff like that. It just caught me off guard because I've never been on the radar for that sort of thing. Like my 60-minute match at TJP that I think is one of the greatest matches, in front of no crowd, especially, that wasn't rated. Things like that happen, and you put all this work into stuff and it doesn't get rated. So, like I said, we'll see what the newsletter says. If it does get 5 stars or, however many stars are possible to go to now, because I think it's above 5.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, it'll only benefit me in my career and like where I'm going to go next and stuff like that. So it all, helps my stock. And I'm just honored to be in the conversation of one of the best now.
Well, was it the best 2-match series of your career?
Yeah, easily. I've had a lot of 2-match series, but they've never been highlighted like this and on a stage like that. And to have it happen at the Palms in front of a sold-out crowd, with the rebirth of TNA, I think it all adds to the drama and the suspense of the match. And I hope that I get to experience something like that again. But if I never do, this is something I'll never forget.
At least you got it, yeah.